All right, Mr. George, Mr. Espinal Lazaro called and he wanted to know if he could reset. Jordan indicated she had had the case. It got deferred to you.
Mr. Rios?
Yeah, Rios.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think he needs an interpreter, and he was willing to come, but you don't know anything about it yet. It might be safer. So, Lapita, if you can hear me, go ahead and reschedule Mr. Rios.
Can I give this to you right now, Jared?
Yes.
This is the paperwork for it. I can look at it or some other things.
Mr. Fair, why don't you come up and have a seat? Well, I'll just do a last pre-trial. This is two matters regarding Peter James Fair. I had these as for Miss Ives, but Mr. Truckee apparently has the cases. Charges no insurance and another misdemeanor charge of and then there's another charge of registration. So there's three total things. Mr. Truckee advised those matters have been resolved with a civil infraction offer.
Yes, there'll be one civil infraction with the state, and one in a city of Sturgis case, and the other city of Sturgis case with the Smiths.
Mr. Fair is my cousin, but I don't have a problem handling this. Peter, do you? His grandfather was my first cousin, which makes him a first cousin twice removed, I think.
It's a family haircut tradition.
His looks better than mine. All right, Mr. Truckee's got to be in Three Rivers. Why don't you take Peter out to the counter? They can deal with these civil infractions and you're good to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Well, it wasn't his grandfather, it was his father. Let me give you this. He's my first cousin once removed.
Yeah,
All right, so where were we? Mr. George, let's see if we can
I have
finish.
Mr. Whiteberg, he's just a pleaded driving suspended.
Let's take care of that.
Okay. And then Mr. Gary's our last, and I have one more show.
Right.
That's supposed to. This is Mr. Whiteberg.
That's Lee Ferranda.
Yes, is Mr. Dot here?
He's in custody.
Oh, he's at the jail. Yeah, we said we'd do him by Zoom.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. We got miles to go before we sleep. Good morning, sir. Are you Clinton Joseph Whiteberg?
Weederberg.
Weederberg.
Yes, Your Honor.
You got charged with driving suspended. Improper plate, those often go together, and refusing a preliminary breath test. Refusing a preliminary breath test, a civil infraction, costs $165. Prosecutors agreed to dismiss that charge. They've also agreed to dismiss the improper plate, which is going to save y'all at least $100. And you're gonna plead to driving with a suspended license, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anybody threaten you to get you to do that
No, Your Honor.
or promise you anything?
No.
Driving suspended and its related charges are our most common offense. No ops, no valid ops ever acquired. And driving suspended, they're all kind of related. People are not driving without authorization. Let's take a look at your circumstance. You got this ticket at 11:51 in the morning, Nottawa and Wassippi Road, kind of out in Amish territory. Where were you going?
Well, I was driving a vehicle because the people at the 4th of July party weren't able to drive, and I had a bunch of wagons and everything in the back from the lake party, and some kids were tailgating me, and they drove around me and they threw a beer bottle and smashed into my windshield. So I went from Sprinkle Road to there.
Well, you weren't supposed to be driving. You've been suspended for a long time, but you haven't had anything in a while. And you wouldn't take a breath test, so lucky they didn't do more than that. And they're dismissing that.
That's understandable. That's lucky on that.
All right, sir. What do you do now?
I climb trees for a company, a bucket operator.
Well, there's a presumption there'll be a fine only, and that's what I'm gonna do here, $125 fine, $75 crime victims' rights fee, a $50 state minimum fee, and $150 attorney fee. That's $400. 250 plus 150 is $400. They dismissed about $300 worth of stuff. Can you pay that within 30 days?
Yes.
10/5/25. You can pay it today if you want, but I'll give you an envelope. You can send in green. Well, don't send in cash. You can send in a certified check or money order, bring in cash, or pay with a credit card. The instructions are inside. All right, you're good to go, sir. Who are your no-shows?
I have Mr. Montgomery, and then we already addressed Mr. Leas Rios.
All right, what's Mr. Geary gonna do?
We're just gonna set this for a final pretrial, Your Honor.
All right. Good morning, you're Daniel Geary.
Good morning, Jeff.
Sorry,
Judge.
I'll answer to that. We're gonna set this for a final pretrial and see whether the matter can be resolved. The charge is domestic violence, interfering with a crime report. Are you still living down in Constantine?
With my mom and dad from Fresno.
You're back. Are you in Cole or you're in Constantine?
I'm with my parents still, waiting to okay to, yeah, because we're getting ready to sell the house here in a couple of weeks to, I'm trying to help her change a few places and things. She needs to have a fresh start. So, just 2 weeks, our house will be going up for sale on top.
Okay.
Anyways, just got finished living room up on the remodel. And
Well, I don't see that you owe me any money.
Am I even with you? I was gonna ask you on that, cause I knew I would you,
I
like
thought you did.
$1,200 or something. I thought, something.
I don't see it.
But I actually paid $50 yesterday, you know,
All right.
when I got.
Oh, there it is. You owe me $209. You got unpaid disturbing the peace. You paid 50 yesterday.
Yeah.
All right, we'll set a final pretrial. You know how to get a hold of your lawyer. He's represented you before in some other matters.
Is it, before you make final judgment, is it okay that I can, go over there and finish
Finish what?
floor remodel of the house? Because you told us not to, unless you want to drop that so we can be, you know, within 50 feet of each other or something, you know?
No, not till we've resolved this.
Okay, so I'll just have to
Alright.
wait then, I mean,
Yes, you will.
when she's gone or whatever. Okay.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Thank
You bet. Okay, sure.
And then our no-show is Anthony Montgomery. He's charged with driving suspended. I think he may have a previous no-show.
I believe that's correct.
Bench warrant, $400 cash or surety of 48-hour hold. That finishes Mr. George. Rhonda, you're gonna be here for a while because we're gonna need to do the other case. Has anybody seen Luke Knopfinger? Because he had some cases set for this morning. Joshua Brown, Lori Allen, Mark Wittenberg. And then I set an instant one for him. Oh, thanks. Paul, let's take a look at what you've got for me. Oh, because I set that instant one, that girl's in jail. But Luke had about 5 cases on here.
I don't see. That's the only stupid order to adjourn I see.
All right, I hold it, I gave you that, I need that. Good morning. What's your name?
Alexis Emerson.
Is Kenneth Stokes here? All right, no for Miss Harden.
Kenneth Stokes, right?
Yep.
All rise.
We are still on the record. Anything that is said back there in the gallery is getting recorded, by the way. I'm just saying, so you guys do know. All rise. Never mind.
Wake everybody up. When we find Jordan, Mr. Stokes. All right.
$162. Do you know where Jordan Harding is? believe that she is in the conference room with the second.
All right, well, she's still here. But,
It's already.
okay, very good. There's a lot of cases in here. Here it is. This is file number 251278, People versus Alexis Page Emerson. That's you.
Yes, Your Honor.
You got charged with driving suspended, which is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail and a fine of up to $500. Prosecutors agreed to reduce this to a civil infraction charge of impeding traffic. That carries a $100 fine. Is that your understanding, Mr. Gibson?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Emerson, did you get your license back?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very good. This one doesn't carry any points and it won't affect your license, but it is a civil infraction.
She has she has a temporary operator's license, but at this point.
All right, well, we got to start somewhere. All right, fine and cost is $100. You pay that by October 5th.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you not have a valid license at that time?
I had the restricted license that I applied for on my previous.
But you didn't have an adult driver in the car with you?
No, Your Honor.
All right, that'll be enough for impeding. All right, good luck to you. This should not affect your ability to keep your license. Good luck with your driver test. And you're good to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Mr. Montgomery? He's not here. Well, Rhonda, it looks like we're got some of your cases. That's George.
Where would you like to begin? Monica Dean is in lockup if they wanted to get her back to the jail.
Yeah, why don't you bring her? Let's deal with Mr. Stokes, Jordan.
Oh,
I can deal with it.
okay.
This is a domestic violence charge. The complaining witness, I believe, is Mr. Stokes's stepsister, Brenda Garn. Mr. Stokes, you live in Marcellus, right? You live on Finch Road in Marcellus? You're charged with domestic assault. It's alleged that you assaulted Brenda Garn. She also asked for a personal protection order against you, and that order has been served this morning. You got it there in your hand. So you're not to have any contact with her. We'll set a final pretrial on a Thursday afternoon.
I'm having a hard time.
All right.
Can you hear? Can you hear?
Yeah, well,
Okay.
All right, Mr. Stokes.
whoa.
Not that
I
bad.
guess you can hear me now.
Whoa. wake me
Okay.
up,
That blew your hair back. All right, are you Kenneth Edward Stokes?
huh? Yes, sir.
All right. They served you with a personal protection order this morning on this matter. The complainant, Brenda Garn, I think is your stepsister,
Half-sister,
half-sister.
supposedly, I don't, that's,
All right. Well, anyway, you're not to have any contact with her pending this disposition. You stay out in Marcellus. She'll stay where she is. I don't want you to have any contact with her. We're going to set this for a pretrial conference on a day to be determined.
so can I still get the rest of my stuff that's out of her house?
You'll have to send an agent or somebody to do it.
All right,
You can't go there, but you can ask someone to retrieve it for you.
all right, thank you.
All right, you're good to go.
Thank you.
Now, don't just show up at her door, make arrangements to get your stuff.
Could you repeat that, Your Honor?
I took them off for a second.
All right, don't just have somebody show up and pound on her door. Make arrangements for whoever you're going to use as your intermediary to go get the stuff.
Okay,
All right, you're good to go.
Thank you.
Does that finish your obligations, Jordan?
No, you just want to check out on the counter for the real paperwork. I'll help you with that, okay?
okay.
Oh, we got to deal with Dante Williams. but we
I've got several in custodies and then Miss Nickerson did appear, so,
All right,
but Rhonda's been waiting, so.
all right. we'll
I've got a
address
bunch,
it.
so.
Yes.
I usually, I'm all done with you, you can go.
What about that?
You go do that yourself, I don't do that. Okay.
I guess.
Rhonda, I don't have that file, I don't think. Let me keep, oh, here it is. I got so many files up here. She's been in custody now for
I want to say since August
20
15th.
days.
She has another pending file that's a domestic violence scheduled for sentencing with Judge Pattison that I am on October 9th. In discussing the case with her, she indicated that if she were to be released, she would appear for sentencing as the court directs. Or perhaps the court may want to sentence her today. I think we've got a question though of restitution.
She also has some sort of bond violation. I'm not sure what that's about.
While her other case was pending, Your Honor, she picked up this case, so that might be the bond violation.
Right.
And she was scheduled for trial on the other case, and we ended up working out a plea offer and concluded that case with Judge Pattison just a couple weeks ago.
Good morning. This is file number 251653. You're Monica Jean Roars,
Yes, sir.
and you also went by Monica Dean. Which do you prefer?
I prefer Dean because I'm not married anymore. So as soon as I go back, I'd rather go back to my maiden name.
But you haven't officially done that yet?
No, sir, I have not.
All right, Miss Roars or Miss Dean, you're charged with a strange case, arson. It's alleged that on or about August 15th, you burned some property that belonged to Clark Logic, some pallets. It's charged as over 200 but less than 1,000, which makes it punishable by up to a year in jail and a fine of up to $2,000. Prosecutor has agreed to reduce that to a charge of a plea to attempted RNO or arson. Over 200 to 1,000. That cuts it in half, makes it 6 months and or $1,000. Do you understand the charge?
I do, sir.
Anybody threaten you to get you to plead to this
No, sir.
or promise you anything?
No, sir.
Do you understand that if you do plead to this charge, you'll be giving up your right to have a trial in front of a judge or jury, and there will not be a trial? Do you understand that?
I do.
If you had a trial, you'd have the right to be represented by an attorney. Ms. Ives is here with you. You could also have an opportunity to hire an attorney of your own choice. If you had a trial, you'd have a right to have any of the witnesses for or against you subpoenaed to come to court so they could be questioned under oath. You would have the right to take the witness stand yourself and testify on your own behalf, but you don't have to because you have a right not to testify. And if you did not wish to testify, the judge or jury could not hold your silence against you. And you have the right to be presumed innocent unless the state was able to prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Just gonna find this.
I know. I was looking at someone actually right here, right here. Well, I think we brought this up to do the plans. Okay, yeah, okay, got it. Trustee. Okay, no.
All right, were you down by the Clark Logic? They got a bunch of different facilities. This one was, they're just building a $15 million one in Kalamazoo. Down on 4th Street, cotton can plant. And did you attempt to set some,
I was walking the train tracks, but yeah, yep.
an attempt to set some pallets on fire?
I smoked a cigarette. I was like playing, you know what I'm saying? Like just burning them. I honestly didn't think it would take off.
And I was actually sitting there crying about like just everything. I honestly didn't think it'd take off, and then when.
But they caught fire?
Yes,
All right. Well, you had that other case.
Right.
Where you set some stuff on fire.
I set the leaves on fire in front, yeah, Kenny.
So I'm
Kenny Kurt's
worried
house,
about
yeah.
whether there's a fire starter thing
No.
going on here.
No, that wasn't intent, this one was not intentional at all, by any means.
Well, anyway, they caught fire and lucky it didn't burn the whole place down. There's all kinds of flammable stuff back there.
Well, I actually wasn't even by the building, it took place on the train tracks that they actually don't even use anymore.
Where were you? Just
I
wandering?
was just walking, figuring out where I was gonna stay for the night.
Have you got a place to stay now?
Yeah,
Where's that?
well, I have two, I have my friend Scott's, or I have my grandma's. I mean, it just, I was actually sitting there mad at myself because of the decisions that I made and the position I'm in. Everything just kind of all hit me. Like my daughter's back living at my mom's, the one that was given up for adoption years ago, that I've already lost years with. She's actually back in my life and living at my mom's now, but I can't go there because of another case. And so I was basically sitting there smoking a cigarette, debating on drinking. I chose not to drink because
Well, you had some watermelon liquor with you and a meth pipe and you're just.
You're right, and I was just saying there what to do, but I didn't drink, and honestly, when he pulled up on me, I instantly handed him the pipe. He's like, I don't want that, so that's all I have. And when he gave me a PBT, I blew all zeros. So I actually chose not to drink. I did have that, but in the predicament I'm in, like if I don't have something to go to, like all the houses that I legitimately had to go to at that time, they're all drug users. So if I really don't have anything to contribute to that house, like, I mean, I have nowhere to stay. And that's exactly what I told him, and that's the truth.
I believe you. You burned a lot of bridges, no pun
Right.
intended. But
So
I'm worried about that earlier fire. I'm worried about this fire. With exactly what's going on with you. You owe $3,424 worth of unpaid fines and costs. A lot of them is just traffic,
Yeah,
but
I was working, I mean, honestly, I was working and it was hard working. I worked Dairy Queen. I've only worked I only worked 2 days and I got thrown in here, but the simple fact is I was actually trying, and it kind of sucks because who wants to go to work when, you know, you don't have a place to shower or you don't have this, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what? Like, I was actually sitting down. I smoked like 3 cigarettes, like debating, like I was like, do I just wait for a train? You know what I'm saying? Or something. Like, I mean, literally, like life had hit me right then and there. Like, I didn't know what to do, but I honestly didn't, my intentions were not to burn anything. And I really didn't think I thought he was lying to me when he said, oh, you burned. No, I thought he was lying, but I guess not.
yeah, they caught fire.
Yeah, that wasn't my intention at all by any means.
Well, it's an attempt. So what happened? You threw a cigarette in there?
Yeah, I was just sitting there and like, cause they have wood pallets up by the building and they have a bunch of wood pallets by the train tracks that they don't use. And I was sitting at the train tracks where there's a 4th Street sign and the train, like there's a set of train tracks they don't use and they have all these pallets sitting up there. I was actually sitting on the pallets, just sitting there. It was about dusk and I was just like, what am I gonna do? Like, I'm gonna have to work tomorrow. Like, if I don't, you know what I'm saying, do certain, right. I didn't want to go to work. I hadn't showered in days. You know what I'm saying? It's just, my life is kind of, and I'm not mad at anybody but myself. So like, I don't know if you want to call it an epiphany or something, but like just like hit home. Like,
Well, I'd like to find a place for you to go. Because you just been on a downhill slide for several years, and there was another fire and there was this fire.
yeah, I do know Lauren at the gym or whatever, it is December or not December, it's September. So 9 months. Keystone is willing, they just said that they would take me back because it has been 9 months.
That's another place where you burned a bridge. You got kicked out of there.
Actually, I've redeemed my bridge there because I was just there over Christmas.
All right.
And they said, right, and it wasn't my fault, why, whatever, but they said I couldn't come back for 9 months. This time I didn't burn my bridge, like I redeemed myself. I was there over Christmas. I think it was the day after Christmas, right, the warming station shut down. So like Christy told me to come back in 9 months.
Judge Pattison is getting a pre-sentence investigation, I think is a real good idea.
Yeah, I have the paperwork right here. That's what I tried to show you earlier.
Says
scheduled for the
9/12. 9/12. So you're set for sentencing on 9/12?
No,
No.
October 12th, Your Honor.
October 9th.
Oh,
Says
October
here-
9th.
It says here 9/12.
That is my pre-sentence investigation phone
Oh,
call,
okay.
yeah.
I'd like to see it myself. October 12th is a Sunday. That can't be right.
It does say September 12th, 2025. Probation officer will call, but she's in the county jail. I'm sure Mr. Huff will look it up and realize where she is if the court wants to see this.
Yeah, it's not set for sentencing. It's set for an appointment at 9/12. And I can't tell from looking at it what the sentence is set for.
We have it on October 9th at 11 a.m. on my calendar, Your
All right,
Honor.
let's
My,
check
yeah, my
that out.
paperwork
All
too.
right, October 9th.
Cause right here it says it. Yeah. 10/9.
October 9th is a Thursday. At 11,
Yes, sir.
I set this for sentencing for October 9th. At 10:30. Review Judge Pattison's PSI. In fact, I'm just gonna make this part of the PSI in that case. It can get better. Started with 20 days of forced sobriety and no meth.
22, yeah. I have
You got it.
90, I have actually 92 days of no alcohol.
All right, well, I'm not so worried about the alcohol as much as I am about the meth. All right, I'm gonna set it for the same morning as Judge Pattison. And just a little earlier, October 9th at 10:30, so Ron, you have to make 2 trips. Monica, I'm not gonna amend your bond. You're a danger to yourself. I wanna find a place for you to go. If I let you out right now, you're just gonna be wandering around the streets again.
I would actually go to my grandma's, but
No, you won't. That's part of where the fire was. The
my
other
grandma's
fire.
is on
Yeah.
West Street.
Yeah, wasn't that where the other fire was?
No, the other fire was on, Kipker.
Oh, I thought it was on the curb at West Street.
No, sir.
All right, you can go with a court officer. Bond remains at 5,000 cash or surety.
I thought it was 250.
No, it's $5,000 cash or
Oh.
surety.
Which is,
And you owe thousands of dollars worth of unpaid tickets. Maybe I can wipe some of those out with this case. At any rate, I'll see you on October 9th. Michelle, who else do you have back there?
Autumn Long and Lori Allen. I have Miss Allen, I have Miss Long, I have several guys in the back.
All right, Lori Allen is also Luke's, and I have a stipulation to adjourn on her case. So she can go back. And I haven't, I set Miss the other lady on there on short notice. Do we know what the deal is with Luke?
Yeah, he sent steps together for all of his cases.
All of his cases?
So we don't know where those are.
All right.
I talked to him. He's not gonna be here.
They can, all the ladies can go back.
Long and Ellen both
Yes.
go back too. Yes, sir.
Well, phooey. I didn't know any of that. And I looked at the calendar and he was on it.
I just got back up. So.
At the last minute, he adjourned all his cases. Two of them were in custody. All right, Rhonda, let's keep plugging away here.
All right.
Jonathan Collins.
He was a no-show, Your Honor. I've double-checked a few times. He has not appeared. I understand there might be some other warrant requests for him, but we have not been able to make contact with him, nor do we know where he is.
He has a open warrant in a retail fraud case. In 251647 SM. I'll do a bench warrant, $500 cash or surety, no 48-hour hold. Alicia Slater. Good morning. Are you Felicia Lynn Slater?
Yes, good morning.
You got multiple cases here. 251140T is no operator's license on person. They're reducing that from a charge of driving suspended. And then there was another driving suspended. The first one is January 20th of 25. The second one is June 20th of 25, and that's a driving suspended. So you're going to plead to no ops in one case, the January one, and driving suspended in the second one. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's talk about that. No ops in possession, or just no ops.
No, absolutely.
On person.
Yes.
That's up to 90 days in jail. If I have put $100, it carries no points. Do you understand the charge?
Yes, sir.
And you've waived your rights here in writing regarding that charge. Let's take a look at that one.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
Joshua Brown has got moved too. Do you want Brown to go back to?
Apparently there's a stip to adjourn it. He can go back to, I didn't know, I don't like adjourning it when these people are in custody.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna bring them by Zoom, so I don't think these other cases will take too much longer.
Your Honor, if I may inquire of the court, what are we doing with Mr. Knopfsinger's cases?
Well, I don't know. I'm not very happy about it. I sent one from yesterday, from this morning, because he was scheduled to be here. 3 of his clients are in custody. Hope Long, Lori Allen, and Joshua Anyway, I received a stip to adjourn Joshua Brown.
Okay.
In only one case, Laura called him and said, well, where are you? And he said, well, I'd adjourned all my cases. He didn't know, in defense of him, about Hope Long, because I just said it yesterday afternoon. But he was going to be here anyway and hope to make a resolution. So I don't like, in theory, they wouldn't be reset till October 3rd.
Okay.
And they're all in jail and they're entitled to a PR band after 28 days. And so I don't know what's going on now. The Lori Allen case is a Sturgis case, so it was adjourned by Timothy Reed.
Okay.
I don't know whether anybody knows anything about your 3. Now, as I said, I'll cut him a break in Hope Long because I just said it, but Joshua Brown is yours.
I show also a Casey Willis and a Mark Wittenberg, Your Honor.
Yes, I don't know about any of them.
Okay. And then if I can, can I approach Your Honor on
Yes.
Adair? Spoke with the counsel on this matter yesterday.
Yeah.
He is from like the Troy
Yeah, he is
area.
a large pain in the neck.
Yeah. So I ended up telling him I want to get any MVR or any further information from the officer because I only have the citation. And I said he didn't have to come this morning because he gave me permission to sign his name to just reset an attorney pretrial for further discovery.
Okay.
And I don't typically do that, but I wanted more on this as well.
He'd come in on some cases before and he doesn't want to come here. My advice is going to be, if you don't want to come here, don't take any of these cases.
I would agree. My guess is that maybe his firm represents a company's employees, and that's where that comes
Well,
from.
here is Jasmine Adair's driving record. She just doesn't have a license.
You're already talking to her right now about that.
All right. Yeah, that'll be all right. No, I don't. We're just discussing it. He's got a stip to adjourn in one case, but several others who are all in jail.
Is Mr. Stickley available?
Well, I don't know if any of them are here. Well, is Mr. Wittenberg here? And
I have
Casey
Brown.
Willis.
Brown just went back to the jail.
So maybe he told his clients not to show up. I didn't tell you. I didn't tell me.
I'll go check with my staff, but they were still on my list as not being adjourned, and typically I'd be the one to sign it, so. I will investigate.
All right, we'll see what we can find out.
Do you want me to stay for Mr. Dot, Your Honor?
Oh, we got Mr. Dot to do, and we got Mr. Williams. So it'll be a little bit before we get to them, but I like, Jordan, that's your last case.
No, I have 4 more.
Oh, all right, so she's here. Oh, we're gonna be here for a while.
Thank you,
All
John.
right. Anyway, Miss Slater, let's go back to this. You know you're not supposed to be driving, and it's like you just don't care anymore. You got,
Well, it's not that I don't care. After a lot of my family died, I don't really have chicken to kill out there.
yes. Well, let's talk about, and the problem is you live in Sturgis. Every time you drive, they're gonna pull you over.
Yeah.
And you and I have discussed this before. Let's find this first one.
I've been riding a lot of bikes lately.
Me too. All right, the first one, January. Were you driving a car at Fawn River and Nottaway Road at 10 o'clock at night on January 20th?
Yes,
And did you not have a valid license in your possession?
yes, sir.
All right, you got arraigned by Judge Pattison while I was at the judge conference. How long were you in jail before you bonded out?
I want to say a week and a half.
If I can tell from looking at this.
I went in on the 21st.
You got arrested on June 16th, bonded out. I gave you a PR bond, so you did 1 day. Then you missed again in July. And you got picked up on the 20th. And you posted bond. That's the first one. You got booked in on 8/21. I can't tell when you got out. Judge Pattison left a bond at $1,000 cash or surety. Set the pretrial for this morning. And you also had a criminal warrant. You got arrested on the 21st. What day do you think you bonded
I
out?
think it was the 30th. Is the 30th on a Saturday?
The 30th of October is a Friday.
No, it would be the 30th of
Oh, September.
August.
August was a Saturday.
Yes, that was the day.
So you did 9 days jail. plus 1 is 10. Give you a 10 days jail credit, 10 days. Waive all the fines and costs.
Thank you, sir. When I'm paying my other fines though, I'm just going through a lot right now, like someone stole my money while I was incarcerated and stuff.
I get frustrated because you show up about 50% of the time and then we end up, I let you out on a PR bond, then you didn't show up. Then you saw Judge Pattison, he just left you there,
Yes,
which,
sir.
I don't think I have any money in that file. PR. I can't tell how you got out because this has not been updated as any bond. Who posted your bond? Quick bail bonds?
Yes.
Yeah, none of that is in here, which is troubling.
But I promise I didn't.
I believe you. Here you are.
Oh, Lord. Guess I should grab my paperwork with me, huh?
That was on 8/22. Yeah. All right. The next case, the one from June. Let's talk about that one.
Okay.
Oh, well, it's already 11 o'clock. All right, and that one, driving suspended, no proof of insurance, 2 o'clock in the afternoon in Sturgis. Where were you going that day?
I was in Sturgis at 2. Does it say like,
2:06 PM on June 20th.
does it say what road I got pulled over on?
West Chicago and Centerville.
That's the main road. I don't remember.
You were driving a 2018 AANA. The officer was
2018.
Joshua Wired. June 20th at 2 o'clock in the afternoon at the main 4 in Sturgis.
The 2018.
No. 2025, just this June. You says you were driving a 2018 AANA.
I don't even know what that is.
I don't either.
I
And it's a Corvette. Anyway, do you deny driving on June 20th?
Yes, I don't drive Corvettes.
What?
I have never drove a Corvette.
Oh, I'm joking. I said it was a red Corvette.
I don't remember that day.
All right, well, you wanted to plead no contest because you don't remember it?
I just want to, no, let's just get it over with.
All right, well, according to this, you were driving, I don't have a police report here.
Just so I'm gonna.
Is that, I have the ticket, Your Honor, from
That's what I'm
June
looking
20th.
at.
This was the no. Where you got the no proof of insurance?
All right, are you willing to plead no contest based on the ticket?
Yeah, yeah.
And you were suspended. What have you got this morning?
I just want to speak with you about Mr. Knopfinger and the whole,
Yeah, I'm not real happy about it either.
so I'm just here for when you're ready.
All right, did he contact your office?
Not today.
Did he contact them at all before?
He had contacted our office, I'm not sure if it was yesterday or the day before, asking about his adjournment to Courtney. And Courtney said, your Willis adjournment in circuit court is signed. We walked it down, it's filed. He never, to our knowledge, filed any adjournment requests for his district court cases.
I haven't seen any. He filed one with TJ and TJ signed it. But I had a case yesterday that I set late in the day because I checked and he had 4 or 5 cases scheduled here today, and one of them involved an interpreter. Now his clients aren't here, so he apparently told them not to be here.
They're not here?
No, well, other than the ones that are in custody. And the ones in custody are always a concern because they're in custody.
Right.
So I don't know what else to say. I got about 10 more pleas to do, so I won't have time to address this until later.
I just wanted to make it clear that nobody in our office signed any adjournments, and we don't believe any were requested for the district court docket. So,
Laura talked to him. I'm not sure where he is or what the deal is, but
and that's what Laura
his
came down
3 in
our
custody
office.
clients probably aren't very happy.
Yeah, Laura came down and said, well, Luke said that Courtney said that his stuff was adjourned. Well, we don't have the authority to release him. He's a defense attorney. As a courtesy, we told him that the adjournment for circuit court that he had signed.
Yeah, Judge McManus was big on that. It's like, you can't adjourn it, only I can adjourn it.
Right.
And I used to make him mad.
So, well, if you need anything, we're all here.
All right.
And maybe Mr. Stickley can come cover for those in custodies.
That's a possibility. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay, I do remember now that
Okay.
we looked at the paper.
All right.
It is a minivan. I didn't know what that was.
I don't know what ANA is, but all right. Now, I think I'll order 1 million days in jail.
Oh, man. I don't think I'll make it.
I don't know what to do with you. You keep going to jail. I let you out. I put exclamation points. I let you out in June. I hand you a notice to tell you to be here in July, and then you don't show up.
And I appreciate that. Like,
And then you get arrested. Now, how did you get arrested in August?
well, I was pushed out of the house I was staying in, and they called the police and told them I was there.
So you knew there were open warrants.
Yes.
Well, why didn't you show up?
Well, because my uncle was pushing me out of the house that we were in.
No, why didn't you show up between July and when you got arrested?
July and August?
Yeah. You were supposed to be here on July 11th. You didn't show up. You got arrested when I was at the judicial conference, and Judge Pedersen saw you, and he just left the bond at $1,000. Then you sit in jail for a while. Then you post money with the bonding company to get out of jail, which you could have used the money to pay on your fines and costs. It's always interesting that people come up with money when it's time to get out of jail, but when it's a fine and cost, they don't have any money. Have you got something else pending?
No, not,
Miss Ives said you had a different case.
No, I don't think so, Your Honor. These are only two cases that I'm aware of,
And then
this
I have my
city
fines.
case and this state file.
and then I have fines. And I just went upstairs and made sure I'm not gonna get a warrant there.
Yeah, she got circuit court file, fines, she's got my fines, she keeps driving, she did 9 days in jail. 1,000,000 days is too many, we don't have enough time to do that. But to give you fines is just useless, I don't really wanna put you back in jail. You have some health problems. The money you used to pay the bonding company.
Trying to get my head on straight.
$10 days jail credit, 10 days, leaving 0 days to serve. The fine is 0. There's a $75 crime victims' rights fee, $50 minimum fee, $150 attorney fee, which is $275 as part of your payment plan where you don't make any payment. This will further suspend your license. I want you to go out to the counter and establish what the payment plan is. Some of it are booking fees, which I don't care about, but a lot of it is just unpaid fines and costs. The other charges of driving suspended and related offenses are dismissed.
Thank you, sir.
All right, let's talk about that. Judge Middleton's docket in this session had a little bit of everything: license troubles, missed court dates, unpaid fines, and even a small arson case that turned into a deeper conversation about life choices. It kicked off with a suspended license case where the defendant admitted she couldn't remember the traffic stop or through the confusion. Corvette? Minivan? Minivan? With his usual dry humor, before settling on a no-contest plea and ordering jail credit for time already served. He noted the irony that people always seem to find money for bond, but never for fines, waived new fines since they'd be useless, and rolled her unpaid balances into an existing payment plan. It was one of those moments where Middleton blends frustration, practicality, and a hint of sarcasm into one ruling. From there, the courtroom worked through a string of suspended license matters. Some defendants walked out with fines converted to civil infractions, others with payment plans and stern reminders. One young woman, Alexis Emerson, actually showed progress. She'd gotten a temporary operator's license since her ticket. Middleton seemed genuinely pleased, reducing her charge to impeding traffic with just a $100 fine, encouraging her to keep pushing toward full reinstatement. That contrast between defendants spinning in circles and one actually climbing out wasn't lost on the judge or anyone watching. The most serious turn came with Monica Dean, formerly Roars, who pled to attempted arson after setting pallets on fire by some train tracks. She insists intentional, describing herself as overwhelmed, smoking cigarettes, and crying about her life when the fire took off. She was candid about her struggles: homelessness, substance use, unpaid fines, and strained family ties. Middleton listened carefully, acknowledged her honesty, but voiced real concern about a pattern: a prior fire, this fire, and a downhill slide that had burned plenty of bridges. He didn't scold. Instead, he tried to balance accountability with an eye toward treatment, noting she might get into Keystone rehab again and that her case would fold into a pending PSI with another judge. He kept her bond at $5,000, stressing that letting her out unsupervised would be dangerous to herself and others. It was classic Middleton, firm but not unsympathetic, steering her towards structure when she admitted she couldn't find it on her own. The overall atmosphere was a mix of exasperation and patience. Middleton had to juggle absent attorneys, custody clients waiting for answers, and defendants whose stories rarely lined up neatly with the record. Through it all, he kept his humor intact, joking about ordering 1,000,000 days in jail, reminding one defendant she was lucky a breath test refusal didn't go worse, and quipping about haircuts when handling cases involving relatives. Yet underneath the jokes was a steady insistence on accountability. Show up, pay what you owe, stop driving if you don't have a license, and take second chances seriously. Time to break this one down. Judge Middleton's session showcased the spectrum: routine license cases, a candid defendant struggling with arson charges, and the everyday grind of managing fines and absences. His mix of humor, firmness, and occasional encouragement kept the docket steady, even when the stories got messy. If you found this hearing insightful, consider subscribing, hitting the bell, and letting me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read every one.